Next up, in Chapter 8 of Mastering Meditation, we got a pretty cool topic, and we'll talk about when your body disappears, which I guess is called pratyahara, and that is essentially where your external senses start to dim and turn off, and then you become completely focused on what's happening to you internally, which of course to me just makes me think of stage 1 of sleep hypnagogic meditation stuff, and of course straight up lucid dreaming, because when you're in those states, your body awareness by that point is essentially out the window. But he writes, in the ashram, we were taught that pratyahara is like a light switch. First, the sensations of the body would be there, then in the next instance, it would be gone. And for me, and he's going to point this out here next, I've noticed it more as a progression as well. And he breaks up this progression into levels of the freeze response. So I'll just jump here next, actually, where level 1 is the skin tingles, level 2 is parts of the body become numb, level 3 is parts of the body disappear, and then level 4 is when the whole body disappears. But back to what he was writing. From my own experience, I've learned that this is not the case at all. The process of the freeze response is much more like a dimmer switch. The light of body awareness gradually diminishes as the yogi progresses further and further into the activation of the dorsal-vagal complex. So level 1, the skin tingles. In sleep, the body does not require an overly active sensation of the skin, and so it begins to numb itself, and you will feel this at first as a delightful and light tingling. Body becomes numb. The normal amount of sensation in any body part suddenly goes down. Parts of the body disappear. Whatever part of the body is most relaxed will begin to encounter this disappearing. And again, man, this is just something that can become very obvious if you're doing this whole hypnagogic meditation thing as you're lying down to go to sleep. Like something I'll notice a lot too is I'll be sinking down into stage 1 of sleep, and I won't be able to tell what position my legs are in, because I like to sleep with my legs up on, like kind of stacked up on pillows. I'll be on my back, because if I lie too flat, I get like this pinch in my low back and give me back issues. So I like to have my legs up. But sometimes as I'm relaxing down into stage 1 of sleep, I'll realize like, oh, did I put the pillows under my knees or not? I can't really feel it, and I forget if I did that or not, because, essentially the whole lower half of my body is just numb at that point. And then you have where your whole body disappears. The entire body may disappear altogether from your awareness. Again, you're going to reach this point every time you're falling asleep. So to me, hypnagogic meditation in particular seems like a shortcut to this whole process. Man, I would love to reach out to Forrest and get some of his thoughts on, stage 1 of sleep hypnagogic meditation stuff, and kind of just like lucid dreaming in general. I should do that. Anyway, with this said, that wraps up this part. And until the next video, keep your meditation practice legit.